Did you know that the average median income in America is only around $38,000 a year? Did you know that over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? Did you know that the average American credit card debt is around $6,500? Why is this important though, and what does this tell us? Well, it tells us that the majority of people are not financially educated. And it also tells us that the majority of people have no concept of running their life like a business. In this video, I'm gonna tell you why you need to start running your life like a business. Because when you start running your life like a business, all of the statistics I just mentioned naturally improves themselves, and success is no longer optional. It's inevitable. Running your life like a business is a concept that I really don't hear many people talking about, which is weird to me because in my opinion, if you want to improve yourself, if you want to be successful, if you want to be someone who creates an intentional life that gives you the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whomever you want, running your life like a business is pretty much non-negotiable. If you think of any semi-successful business, they're serious about the values they bring to the table. And when you think of them, for the most part, you know they're reliable, you know they're consistent, and you also know the most important thing, which is them being extremely knowledgeable in the space they're in. I'm talking about companies like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Google. I'm definitely not saying they're perfect, but when you hear their names, they mean something because of the massive value they provide. This is why if you really want to live that life you've always wanted, the number one thing you can start doing today is learning to start running your life like a business. So going off that, how are you currently running your life? When people think of you, do they feel like you provide value? Do they think you're reliable, consistent, and knowledgeable? When your name comes up, does it actually mean something? Or do you fall into the category that most people fall into? Debt-ridden, financially illiterate, and one paycheck away from filing bankruptcy. Only you can answer this for yourself. But the category you fall into will tell you all you need to know about whether you've been running your life like a business and whether you need to start taking steps to change. Of course, running your life like a business is not easy, but at the same time, not running your life like a business is not easy either. In fact, I would argue that not running your life like a business is actually harder in the long run. And to me, this is a big problem and misconception a lot of people have. The common belief is that running a business is hard, that self-development is hard, actively working to build something for yourself is hard. And I don't disagree, but the truth is no matter how you choose to live your life, it will never be easy. There will always be problems, there will always be things to overcome, and there will always be more things to learn and integrate. So instead of being forced to face the common challenges most people deal with every single day, like poor time management, financial instability, work-life balance, health and wellness, stress and anxiety, you could instead choose to face those very same challenges, learn from them, and eventually overcome them, which will over time allow you to become more reliable, consistent, knowledgeable, and valuable in the eyes of others. But not only just in the eyes of others, because doing this will make you become more valuable in the eyes of yourself. And that's all that really matters. When you choose to start running your life like a business, all of these values will start to come naturally to you because you're now one of the few people that are actually taking their life seriously. And people will notice. And I'm living proof of this. I mean, the only reason I can sit here and give you guys this value is because I've been living my life like a business for over a decade now. Over these past 10 years, I've overcome many challenges and learned a shit ton as a result of it. And we're no different. You can do the exact same thing if you want to. Now, if you have any quick questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're really serious about taking the quality of your life to the next level and actually experiencing permanent life-changing results, sign up for one-on-one coaching with me. Also, make sure to download my free ebook, Your Hero's Journey. I created this book specifically for you to help you along your personal development journey. And I can guarantee you that by the time you finish this book, you'll be a different person. You can find the links to both of these in the description and the pinned comments down below. So like I stated earlier, running your life like a business is not easy, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes until it ultimately becomes automatic. Some of you might look at my life or even other people's lives and see what they're doing and think that it's hard. But for me, and likely those people who have been doing it for a while, it's actually very easy. Because when you do something for so long, you start to slowly incorporate more and more business strategies into your life. For me personally, I didn't do it all at once, and neither do you. So if you're wondering how you can actually start living your life like a business, I'm gonna give you 3 key business strategies that you can start slowly incorporating into your life today. The first business strategy is gonna involve you creating a mission statement for yourself. You should be reading this mission statement to yourself in the mirror at least once per day, every single day. It should be somewhat short and it shouldn't take longer than a minute to read. Ideally, you want this mission statement to embody how you want to show up in the world, the life you want to experience from it, the value you want to provide in return, and how you want to be seen as by others. Second, you want to make the commitment to yourself that you will work to improve yourself by at least 0.1% every single day in the direction of your dreams. Now, of course, the way you would be improving by 0.1% would be circumstantial to you and what you want out of life. For me, something as simple as going to the gym would count as this. For you, simply taking 10 minutes a day to think about the direction you want to take your life in could count as this. The point is that every single day, you're at least doing something to work on yourself. By doing this, you're going to start getting into the habit of working on yourself until it becomes automatic and effortless. Third, you want to start thinking of yourself as a legitimate, positive, successful brand and conducting your behavior as such at all times. You do this because as a brand, you obviously have to take yourself seriously. You can't be doing stupid shit because guess what? People will notice and your reputation and value will decline as a result of it. As a brand, you can't be hanging around with shady people and you definitely can't be taking part in shady behaviors. That girl or maybe friend you possibly did dirty in the past, next time just be honest and upfront with them and treat them how you'd like to be treated. Those clothes or style you wear when you go outside that gives off the impression to others that you don't care about yourself, next time wear something that makes you look good and also makes you feel good. You get the point. As a legitimate, positive, successful brand, you have to show up at all times and be on point at all times. To some of you, this may seem hard or even unnecessary, and it is if you try and incorporate everything at once. But if you take your time and slowly incorporate these concepts into your life, it's actually very easy and definitely necessary if you truly want to start running your life like a business and start moving towards the possibility of you actually living the life you want, the life you see in here. Because the more seriously you take yourself, the more seriously people and life itself will start taking you. And although most people don't do it, running your life like a business is one of the best things you can do if you truly want to create a life you love and value. For the past 10 years, I've been running my life like a business. And my life has only gotten better and better and better and better year after year. So honestly, I'm confident that if you incorporate this concept into your life, you'll very likely experience the same thing. And by the way, running your life like a business naturally involves self-improvement, which involves learning and unlearning habits. That's why your next step is to watch the best S-tier habit for self-improvement, where I'll teach you just this.